Alright, bright lights and a big city are calling us back to Planet Slizer as we take a look at set 8502, Turbo the Throwbot, or City the Slizer. Just to keep things simple, I'll only be referring to this model as Turbo, because it's less confusing and a way better name than City. Coming out in 1999 for the standard price of about $6, that buys you 45 pieces, the most of any of the 10 pod sets. Turbo is one of the more unique sets in the Throwbot line, given his lack of arms and legs. His wheel design makes sense for a city-dwelling robot cruising along the twisty-turny highways of the city. The city segment of Planet Slizer certainly doesn't look like a pleasant one. From what we see of the place, from the artwork for this guy, we get a good look at this smoggy metropolitan maze of many layers of roadways and grimy back alleys. It feels a little bit like the city planet of Coruscant from Star Wars, but far more polluted, probably due to all the congestion on the roads and that radioactive fuel that Turbo needs to keep on rolling. Surely he could find something more renewable to run on. Turbo's teammates seem to have it rough living out in the harsh environments of Planet Slizer as they battle massive monsters. Turbo has his own mechanical creatures to fight. In some of the marketing material, they mention mutant vehicles. In the level 6 disc that shows off one of these metal monsters catching Turbo in their fog lights, I can't tell what it's supposed to be. Maybe some kind of drone, but those chimney stacks being used as exhaust pipes look ominous and imposing, and I definitely wouldn't want to be cornered by this thing. The main artwork for Turbo hides another threat. Can't see it? Well, let's get rid of those logos to reveal a giant monster building. I feel bad for all of the people, all those civilian Throwbots that have to go and work in a place like that. Interestingly, in the marketing material, it shows us that Turbo doesn't want to spend his days battling evil Throwbots or mutant cars. No, his greatest ambition is to be an intergalactic robo-racer, a participant in robo-cross racing. This is a fun piece of backstory, and one that I'd like to delve into a little deeper, make mock-ups of a few more competitors for Turbo to race against. I'd even like to have a go at making up some of those mutant vehicles that he can battle in the city as well. But that video will have to wait, because it's time for us to have a look at the parts and the build for Turbo. The standout parts in this set have got to be the dark turquoise pieces. The throwing arm is unsurprisingly a one-off in that colour, exclusive to this set. Dark turquoise is a rare colour for buildable figures. The only sets in the Throwbot, Robo Riders and Bionicle lines that I can think of that have any notable amounts of dark turquoise are Turbo and Amazon from Throwbots, a handful in the Swamp Robo Rider, and the Bionicle's Terracava set. The Terracava being one of only 2 sets that has a mask in that rare dark turquoise colour, the other coming out in a small Matoran set. Only one other set comes with those greebled lifting arms in dark turquoise that make up the wheel struts. That set being 8450, The Mission, released a year after Turbo in 2000. But those lifting arm parts come in a range of 12 colours across 36 sets, so making a whole pit stop worth of Turbo-like Throwbots is a very achievable goal. Turbo has the second of 4 unprinted visor pieces, although his black one would go on to be used in 4 other sets. The block part under it, though, would only ever be used one other time in dark turquoise, sharing it with fellow Throwbot Amazon. Turbo's functions and features are a little limited due to having less points of articulation. No arms and legs limits his posing, but his disc arm can be moved to give him some dynamic posing. His gear system also helps when Turbo needs to clear those speed bumps. All you need to do is turn this yellow gear on his back, and he's good to go and do some off-roading. Just make sure to have a Throwbot chiropractor on speed dial if you twist the gear too far in the other direction. Oof. You'll also be happy to know that the visor can move up and down. Oh, and the disc throwing arm works as well. No, not like that. Yeah, that's better. Speaking of the discs, here are the two that are included in this set. Moving into talking about some of the pros for this set, just on a personal note, Turbo is the easiest Throwbot to do stop motion with. Granted, I'm an amateur, showing something driving is far easier than making something walk or ski across my little stage. That's probably why I keep doing little races in all these videos. It is very satisfying to throw a bunch of cars together and watch them roll out. The colour scheme is also very pleasant on the eye, but that might be because of the rarity of the dark turquoise. I touched upon this a moment ago, but it bears repeating that due to Turbo being a robot car, posability is limited. The throwing arm is also limited by the spoilers on the back, making it difficult to fling the disc in an upward position, limiting your shots to low angles and only from the side, making distance shots with the disc a little tricky. As far as modifying Turbo goes, I don't really have any suggestions. The designers have done an excellent job in making this guy look and feel like a car, and keeping its functions in line with other Throwbots, like being able to fling discs and fit inside its pod. You could, however, modify the pod though. For those of you wanting more dark turquoise, then it is possible to combine the top of Turbo's pod with the base of Amazon's pod to make this beautiful little build. I'd cruise around the skies of Planet Slizer in this thing. With those Technic greebled arms being available in such a wide variety of colours, it makes it very easy to create similar car-like Throwbots for Turbo to race against. I've already made one for Judge/Jet, and I am of course aiming to build a dune buggy to go with Granite and cruise along those rocky mountains that he inhabits in his section of Planet Slizer. Turbo stands out from the rest of the starting grid, and its DNA, or maybe I should say its engine fluid, can be found after the end of Throwbots. Bionicle might be the grandchild of the Throwbots, but there is certainly no denying that Robo-Riders are the children of Turbo. Thanks for watching this video about everybody's favourite four-wheeled Throwbot. Make sure to subscribe so that you can come on back for the next one.